Hello, beloved. I want to thank you so much for coming back to my channel today. If today is your first time, I do want to welcome you. On today's episode, we will be taking it step by step as usual. I hope that you will enjoy the making today. May God richly bless you, and remember that life without Jesus Christ is lifeless. Until next time, please keep watching. Hello, beloved. I want to thank you so much for coming by today. I hope everyone have a blessed Christmas. We are praying that the Lord will bless us with a safe and a wonderful new year. I also hope that everybody is doing well today. On today's episode, I'm going to show you how I make my delicious corned beef jollof rice recipe. The making of this recipe is so simple. This recipe is great for family gathering, parties, and even for your family and loved ones, anybody that you want to cook it for. It would be wonderful. Okay, so without further ado, let me go ahead and show you the ingredients that we'll be using to make this wonderful jollof rice. Okay, so in this container I have 4 cups of basmati rice. Here I have my mixed vegetables, carrots, corn, green beans, and so forth. Here I have my corned beef, that is the star of the recipe. Here I have my crushed tomatoes, and this is about 3/4 of the can. Over here I have blended some fresh ingredients. I have 1 habanero pepper, some ginger cloves, some ginger, garlic cloves, and tomatoes. So this is it. Okay, here I have about 2/3 cups of oil. I'm using about 3/4, which is about a total of 4 tablespoons of tomato paste. All right. Here I have sliced some fresh onions. In this container I have chicken bouillon seasoning, beef bouillon seasoning, my maggie tablet, and some fresh bay leaves. Over here I have 1/4 teaspoon of ground cloves. This is my moringa and turmeric mixture. I have some rosemary and some dry oregano. Last but not least, we do have our wonderful curry powder. So here are the ingredients, and this is the saucepan I will be doing the cooking in. If you are interested, please stay tuned. Let's get cooking and remain blessed. So I'm going to start off by pouring in our oil. Now I have my stove on medium heat. Okay. Next, I'm going to add the sliced onions. Let's cook our onions for about 3 minutes, and then I'll come back and add the additional ingredients. Please keep watching. Now what I would like to do, as you can see, our onions is translucent. I don't want it to brown so much. This is good enough for me. I'm going to be adding my tomato paste and have it cook for about 6 minutes with the onions. and then we'll come back and check up on it. Please keep watching. Whilst our tomato paste and onions is cooking beautifully, this will be the perfect time to add our crushed tomatoes. So let's go ahead and do that. You want to keep stirring your stew because you don't want the bottom to burn, okay? Also, I'll be adding my fresh ingredient blended, or my blended fresh ingredients. Let's give that a good stir. So you want your tomato stew to cook all the way before you add your rice. So in this case, I'm going to go ahead and allow this to cook for about 20 minutes, at least 20 to 25 minutes. The oil in the stew have surfaced on top of the stew. That's how you know that your stew is cooked. Okay, so let's allow it to cook, and I'll come back and add the spices and then the seasoning in just a few minutes. Please keep watching. So at this point, what I'll be doing is I'll be adding my fresh bay leaves and just give it a stir. I want the aroma to infuse with the stew. At the same time too, I like to add my spices, my herbs and seasoning, and have that cook with our stew as well to give it flavor. Okay, all we want to do is to just stir everything in. It smells so good. I wish you can smell it. So let's allow our stew to continue to cook. Okay, to come back and check up on it. I'll be adding my curry powder. So I want to let you all know that the seasoning and the corned beef contains lots of salt. So before you add your salt, you want to make sure that you have tasted to ensure that you have enough salt in the stew. If not, then you can add some more. Okay? Our stew is cooking so beautifully. As you can see, the oil has begun to surface on top of the stew. So that's how you know that it's cooking and it's almost close to cook. However, I'm going to add my corned beef right now. I have kind of breaked it into pieces. So this is it. So go ahead and stir it in. Make sure that it has mixed beautifully with the stew. The stew tastes so good. The beauty about making jollof rice is, the stew have to taste good. That's what flavors the rice for it to be delicious. So let's allow it to cook for about 10 more minutes, and then we'll come back and add our rice and the additional ingredients. Please keep watching as we do that. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and add my pre-washed rice, the basmati rice. Let's add it to the stew. So now you want to give your rice a good stir, okay? Make sure your rice has mixed completely with the stew. Also, you might want to reduce your heat. If it's on medium heat, reduce it So the steam is going to cook the rice. Okay, as you can see, my stew was not so dry. It still contained a little bit of moisture. So the moisture in the stew is now going to cook the rice. The steam in there is going to cook the rice. So this is it. Okay, so what we are going to do now is to allow it to cook, and then after 5 minutes I'm going to come back and add the vegetables. Okay, please keep watching. So at this point I'm just going to add a little bit of salt. Might need a little bit of salt, but make sure you taste yours to make sure that you need it. Okay, because some of these ingredients contains lots of salt in there. Then give your rice a stir, a good one. You don't want the bottom of your rice to burn. So next, what I'll be doing now is to add my mixed vegetables. Now you want to give it a good stir, okay? Now I'll be adding just a little bit of water. I would say half a cup of water. And then pour it into the rice. I want to taste to make sure that I have enough salt in there before I cover it up. Just adding a little bit more. Okay, so this is it. Now we're just going to cover our rice and have it cook. Okay, occasionally we will be stirring it to avoid it from burning. So let's have it cook. So at this point I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of water on top of the rice. It's going to help it to cook. And in addition to that, I'm also going to use this foil wrap to cover the rice. Okay, you want to trap all the steam in there and have it cook for us. Okay, so let's go ahead and cover it, and let's allow it to continue cooking. So we're just checking up on the rice. Okay, we're just gonna give it a stir. Should be cooked in a few minutes though. It's cooking very nicely. Okay, let's cover it up, back up again. Let it finish cooking. Everyone, I want to thank you so much for staying tuned and learning how to make this amazing and delicious recipe. As you saw, the making was very simple. Here I have my jollof rice with a little bit of black sauce, or shito as some of us know it, and this is my pea salad, and here is my turkey, my leftover turkey. Thank you so much again. Make sure you share this recipe with your friends and family. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the love and support. Also, do not forget to leave me comments if you should have any at all. I will see you in my next video. May God richly bless you, and remember that I love you with the precious love of God. Until next time, God bless you. Bye for now. Jollof rice recipe.